Okay, so now we're gonna work on the apron, and let me show you here. We're gonna follow some lines here to do some decorative stitching. We're gonna make some pockets, and we're gonna add some ribbons. So let's go ahead and get started by showing you what's in your kit. In your kit, you're gonna find a yellow striped tea towel. So it is a little bit thicker than regular fabric. It is a tea towel, so it's a little like a tea towel apron that we're making. You're gonna have 2 pieces of polka dot fabric. That'll be for your pockets. You're gonna have some trim, black trim, and black check ribbon, okay? Okay, so to get started, we're gonna grab our tea towel and we're gonna fold it in half with the wrong sides together. So the not so pretty and then the pretty side, okay? And we're gonna put them wrong sides together and we're gonna press here, and I want you to take a pencil and I want you to mark just on that fold line on both sides, okay? Just do a little mark. Now we're gonna open up our tea towel, okay? And we can see here, that's where the halfway mark is, okay? Now, at this time, we are gonna mark just a few lines that we are going to follow with our to make our decorative stitches, okay? So go ahead and mark just a few places. Do about every 2 lines. And mark. Okay? You can even do every single line if you want, but I'm just gonna do just one every couple lines, okay? Now, this is the really fun part that we're gonna get to, where we are gonna follow along these lines and do our decorative stitches. So I want you to have fun with this. Pick a few different ones that you really like on the machine. You could do a zigzag, you could do some stars, a wavy line. This is where you get to be creative. So go ahead and stitch a couple of those lines, and then we'll come back here to sew it all together. All right, so now that you have done those decorative stitches, I hope you had fun trying those out. We are now going to add our pockets. So go ahead and grab your 2 black polka dot pieces. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold them right sides together, okay? And I want you to take a pencil and I want you to mark about a 2-inch opening at the top, okay? Because we are going to turn this right side out afterwards, so we need to leave an opening. So take some pins and pin on the sides. Okay? All right, so we're gonna start at this point that we marked, go all the way around, okay? And then we're gonna stop at this point here, okay? So let's go ahead and go to our sewing machine. We are gonna line up the edge of our presser foot with the edge of our fabric. So I'm gonna start on that mark and go ahead and stitch. Okay, when we get to the corner, I want you to pull your needle down by rotating the hand wheel. Put the needle in the down position. We're gonna lift up our presser foot and we're gonna turn our project. This is what we call pivoting, okay? Now I'm gonna put my presser foot back down and keep sewing. Okay, we're gonna stop, put the needle down, lift our presser foot, and pivot. Put our presser foot down and keep going. Okay, needle down, presser foot up, and pivot. Needle down and pivot. Okay, make sure you stop at that one mark that we marked. Okay, and we're going to do a back stitch. And we're going to pull our fabric out of the machine. Okay, now we're going to go to our workstation here. And we're going to turn our pocket right side out. You see why we needed to leave an opening? Okay. And you can take a pencil and just kind of poke the corners out. Careful not to push it through too hard or else it's going to poke out outside the fabric. Okay, so we're going to gently poke out the corners. Okay. And we're just going to press that with our fingers. Okay. Now, how do we close this opening? You can go ahead and take just a little bit of glue and just place a little bit of glue on the inside there, and then put those two sides together, okay? All right, so that's one pocket. We're going to repeat those same steps for the second pocket. So go ahead and do the same steps for your second pocket, and then we're going to attach them onto the apron. Okay, so now that we've finished both of our pockets, we're now going to attach them onto the apron. And we're going to do this by placing them on top of our apron, on top of what we stitched here. And you can place them in any place you'd like. You can even do them a little bit wonky. You could put them straight on. This is up to you, okay? Once you've figured out the placement for those, go ahead and take some pins and very carefully pin your pockets to the apron. Be sure to ask for help if you need it. Okay, once you've got those pinned on, we are going to sew on the three sides here. We're not going to sew at the top because we need to leave it open to create our pocket. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our sewing machine and just follow the edge of our fabric and stitch the pockets onto our aprons. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to start at the top of my pocket. I'm going to put my foot down, sew a few stitches, and then I'm going to do a little back stitch, okay? Okay, once again, we're going to stop at the corner, put your needle down, lift up your presser foot, and pivot. See, you know how to do this. And back stitch at the end. Okay, we'll cut our threads. And we have one pocket done. And now we are going to sew the second pocket, okay? So go ahead and do those same steps. Okay, we have our pocket sewn on. Go ahead and trim any extra threads that you see hanging off, just to give it a nice clean look. Okay, now we need to make this into an apron. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and fold your tea towel in half right where you made that line, okay? We're going to fold it in half. And now what I want you to do is I want you to do a zigzag stitch all the way around all three sides. Okay, so go ahead, take some pins and carefully line the two edges up and pin the pieces together. Now that we've got that pinned, we're going to do that zigzag stitch on all three sides. So let's go ahead and go to our sewing machine and stitch those. Now that we have sewn around all three edges, it's now time to attach our ribbon and our tassels if you'd like. Okay, so to attach the ribbon, what we're going to do is we're going to open this up, and I want you to fold it in half and find the middle, okay? Find the middle, and I want you to just give it a nice finger press, okay? So we know where the middle of our ribbon is. And I want you to fold your apron in half, okay? And I want you to finger press here to find the middle. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place the middle of the ribbon and the middle of the apron together, right there, and we are going to pin the ribbon in place. Once you have your ribbon pinned in place, let's go ahead and go to our machine, and we're going to sew all the way down to attach the ribbon to the top of the apron. You're welcome to do a zigzag stitch. You can do just a straight line stitch. This is up to you, but we just need to attach the ribbon to our apron. We've now attached our ribbon to our apron, and this is what's gonna be the ties for the apron, which is really, really fun. Now, this is up to you if you would like to. You can add the tassel trim that's included in your kit, and you can just place it right at the bottom. And you can sew it on there. I think it would also be fun to put some on the pockets if you want to, right here, or even like on the sides. You don't want to do the top because you'll close your pocket, but you can feel free to embellish or add some design to your apron. And how you attach it is exactly how we attach the ribbon at the top, okay? You're just going to place the tassel right on the bottom. You're going to pin it in place, and you're just going to sew a straight stitch all the way down. Now, you don't have to add it if you don't want to, but I think it's kind of fun. So that is how we put together our apron. I am so glad we got to work on this project together, and I can't wait to see what you come up with.